In this video, I'll cover what I mean when I talk about capital gets trapped at certain levels. Hopefully this is obvious when I say this, but I know oftentimes seeing a visual or seeing it in a chart will really help explain the concept a little bit more. And I think I've picked this up from various books and also just thinking about it. But the way to think about this is that this actually does play a good role or a strong role in how support and resistance works. Now, I'm not going to cover support and resistance in this video and how I think it's a little bit different in the crypto market, but this does play a role in where support and resistance levels actually are within a asset that you're looking at, okay? So let's start with a chart. So we're on BRD, okay? Remember, I'm talking about where capital gets trapped, okay? And what happens when capital gets trapped, the actions of fear and greed, okay? So we bought a position here. We did a quick scalp. We exited right here, I think. It's not showing our exits for some reason. And then we did another position here, and it was the end of the night. Ordinarily, I would have added more as it went down, but I just didn't want to have open positions. I didn't know it was going to do what it did here. I mean, we actually exited just right here. So, you know, we didn't maximize our profit, right? I think it's not showing our exits for some reason. Something's wrong with the Binance API. But we exited right around 6.5%. Would have been great to be able to ride that up. So, but these are our positions. Let's talk about, let's say this is what happened. Let's say you don't know, okay? Let's say we're here. And let's also look at something here. We're at the daily, and I'm going to click auto. And look where we're at in the daily. We're at the bottom of the chart, right? So a lot of people buying right now are buying and saying it simply can't get cheaper than this. I mean, this is the cheapest. It's got to bounce way up here. Look at where the price has been. So a lot of people are just thinking, look, there's no way it can get cheaper than this, okay? That's one of the things that I think is driving some price action at this level. So if you go back to our position here, let's say someone entered here, right? And I'm doing it intentionally on the right side of the chart so we can see it unfold without knowing the future, okay? Let's say you entered here, and your expectation is that it's going to maybe go here, right? Or maybe it's going to go up here, right? So you're going to put an exit right here. Obviously, if you put an exit right here, you would have been cashed out there. But let's say that you think it's going to go up here, so you put your exit up here, okay? And you're looking to be in this trade for maybe a couple days. Well, let's see what unfolds as time goes on, right? All right, well, it did go up. We were feeling pretty good, but it was only a temporary rise in price. And look, we're starting to go down, so we're in the green. We're in the red, sorry. We're in the red. Oh, wow, and now we're really in the red. Now let's say that we didn't stop out, right? So look, down here we're in the red. It's 7% down or so. And our expectation was that it's going to hit this bottom level here and it would bounce, but it hasn't done that. Now maybe we didn't put in a stop loss, okay? So we're expecting that the further it goes down, of course, the more reaction it's going to have to the upside. So as we keep going, it gets worse and worse and worse. Once again, remember, we didn't stop out. Now we're feeling a little bit okay when it starts rising up here, right? We're feeling a little bit okay because maybe there's hope. But at this point in time, we pretty much turned on our hold mode. We're saying, look, we believe in the project. We're going to hold. We're not in this trade for only 1 or 2 days. We're in this for maybe a little bit longer. And then as you see here, it continues to go down and it continues to go down. Now keep in mind, people bought here and people bought here, okay? Capital is getting trapped here. Capital has got trapped here. And capital has got trapped here, all right? That's where capital's got trapped. As we continue to move, obviously things are starting to happen. But let's look and see what happened, and let's kind of analyze it from the perspective of a capital getting trapped, okay? So if I use a ray here, we go to the middle here, capital's been trapped in this range here, right? So when it hits this range, you're starting to see some rejection, and you're starting to see some interesting price action, because think about it. If you bought here, right? If you bought here and it goes down 15%, when it gets back to this level or even close, you're happy to be just out at a loss, maybe 2%, 3%, or at your position level, or maybe a little bit more. Really? I mean, at that point in time, when you're down 15% or so, you're basically saying, I just want to get out of this trade. Obviously I was wrong, right? Your greed is no longer really there. It's more fear. So, and it all depends if you're really watching this trade or not. And if you didn't stop out, then most likely you might be, but who knows? All I know is that capital got trapped at this level. That's also why you see here, look at the action here. See, there's rejection here, and see price is kind of stopped at this level. If we put another ray here, you'll see capital got trapped here as well. So there's capital trapped there, there's positions trapped there. And people are making decisions about what they're going to do in their trade, in their capital that got trapped here. The other thing to keep in mind too is capital got trapped up here. Someone bought up here. Also, someone bought up here. So capital's trapped here. Capital is also trapped here and here. So you'll see how, as you look at that, you can kind of analyze the price action about what's happening. Now, that's not saying that it's not going to break through. Of course, if there's enough buyers and there's enough interest, it's going to push through that. But it has to push through where the capital is trapped. That's what I mean when I say capital has been trapped, because it has. The expectation was the trades were going to go long. I mean, you can't go short in crypto right now. So the expectation is that it was going to rise, and it didn't rise, and it only got worse down to the 25% level, right? So capital's been trapped in that range. If we look at another chart here, gas, for instance, you'll see here, this is kind of playing out as well. Capital's been trapped here, right? And then on this way down, capital's kind of been trapped all the way through here. Maybe some of it got out here, right? But, and then capital's been trapped kind of at this level, right? So you're starting to see as it's rising that, look, there's rejection at this level because there's capital at this level. There's people that have positions that they're extremely worried. They're extremely concerned about their capital at these levels, right? So you're going to start seeing a lot of rejection at this level, and there has to be a lot more buyer support for it to push through. So when I say capital's been trapped, it's what I literally mean. It's been trapped at this position. People have not stopped out as they should have, and they're in hold mode basically. And then as it gets to this price level, they're making a decision to either sell at a small loss or sell at their position level, or maybe a really small profit. They've been through such a ride that some people are, I guess, wise enough or looking to the situation and saying, look, I'm not looking for that 14% upside or whatever it may be. I'm happy to be out at 1%, -2, -3, or -4%. All right. Now, hopefully that's clear. Hopefully this expands a little bit on what I mean when I say capital has been trapped. And once again, you can subscribe here on YouTube. Down below, you'll see a link to the tools and the Discord group. So you can join the Discord group. It's free. It's where I talk about Bitcoin, what it's doing, as well as call it some trades and share trading tips and advice. So definitely join the Discord group down below. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.